I don't want to say it's leaks, but there are some packaging elements that Ravensburger has released, and we've had some investigative sleuths out here zooming in on these products and rendering photos the best that they could for Winterspell. And I think there was a new image of the Trove. John and I had looked at an image of a Trove before, and on one side you could see what seemed to be a still Lilo and a sapphire Belle who seemed like she was dressed from the Beauty and the Beast Christmas Story movie or something that was like a straight to VHS. But I guess we get to see the other side of this trove now, and there seems to be some other cards or whispers that are being announced or released. And the most prevalent one and important one to me, which I have been asking for a while, and we've even like all the way back in Arcasia's, we had it in our blind ranking like prediction of, man, that'd be cool to see these. We're getting Fox and the Hound. Fox and the Hound is coming to Lorcana in Winterspell. This was not previously announced, and we only know this because of the zoomed in images of the packaging. We also get to see our first look at Pocahontas, who is a amethyst card. Surprise, surprise. That kind of surprises me too. I would see her more of like an amber card, sort of like the Rapunzels and stuff we've seen in the past. And we see what looks to be like a Ruby action or song from possibly Mulan. I'm really hoping like the "We Make a Man Out of You" scene or something there. But let's focus on this Emerald Todd real quick, because we are getting a Emerald Todd card, who is the fox from Fox and the Hound. And I guess, or what I would like to see, and this goes for both Pocahontas and Fox and the Hound. This winter set that we're getting is really cool. It's really unique, but sort of like we've gotten in the past with Illusions, getting them in Arcasia's and then getting the rest in Jafar. I would absolutely love it to see Pocahontas and Fox and the Hound introduced in Winterspell, but then in the set afterwards in Wilds Unknown, as the seasons change and life begins to bloom, really see these glimmers and these cards come to life. And we have like young Todd here, right? We have like the young baby version of the fox. It'd be cool to see like the young version of Copper. Those would be the only glimmers that we get. Even Squeaks, the caterpillar, maybe getting like the caterpillar version of Squeaks in Winterspell. But then when Wilds comes out, both of them all over again, even more of these Fox and Hound characters, but they're all grown up. And you see the progression of the characters just like you see in the movie.
I think it's
Pocahontas,
important. Oh yeah,
see the
no,
Callers of the Wind. Yeah, the Callers of the Wind coming alive in Wilds.
I think it was quite the surprise because for those that don't know, Ravensburger actually has like a media assets websites where folks can go and download images, and this was just on the side of what was it, the Trove? Was it the Trove
Yep.
where all this appeared? So yeah, so on the Trove, they have the product here. But now that we see Wilds Unknown, I see the thematic of like it's snowy, everything's winter basically, and then things are starting to spring and Wilds Unknown. So it's thematic, but I do hope they continue with that flow, like you mentioned.
Daniel agrees in the chat. I think that would be really cool, and they're doing such a good job. Ravensburger, the whole team is, with these thematic sets, kind of like what we saw here in Whispers. And I think the next two will be the exact same way. I know Winterspell comes out in February, not necessarily December. John over here.
Archive over here.
Pull your picture up so everybody can see, John.
I am. I got it pulled up. Oh, wait a minute here. Let me transition over. Yeah, this is my first lunchbox from when I was a kid in first grade kindergarten. Yeah, it's Fox and the Hound. It was a long time ago. I don't even know if this thing has a date on it. Nope, it doesn't say. But I mean, I still got the thermos. Yeah, with the cup. Yeah,
the soup ready to go.
Yeah, so yeah. Who's excited for it? I'm excited for it. The art on this thing is
I would have
amazing. I mean, look at that. They just don't make things like that anymore.
They don't make them like they used to.
They really don't. Everybody just carries a plastic thing now. They don't. They don't have cool stuff like we did when we were kids. So.
But no, so that I mean, so obviously we are approaching reveal season for Winterspell rather. I think these are some of the first cards we've seen. I know we had the Darkwing Duck, was it a couple cards? So, but we still don't
Yeah,
know
if you actually
anything.
go to if you go over to the Ravensburger website, I know there's like 4 or 5 cards that they have like officially revealed and shown off, being maybe Launchpad and Darkwing and a couple of other cards from that set. But like you said, we officially don't know anything of what these cards say or their abilities. Just these blurry images.
Yeah, I I mean, it's coming soon. You know, probably this next Lorecast they're going to be doing card reveals and stuff like that. So, but we to timeline Lorcana, you know, kind of like how we timelined our first year. So we have Winterspell coming out next year. We have Wilds Unknown after that, but we don't have anything beyond that. Is that right? With no official set names beyond Wilds Unknown.
I
I
don't
don't think
think we
so.
have a name. We don't have a name, but we know in Q3 we're getting Turning Red. That's the only
Yeah,
information we have past Wilds Unknown.
yeah. So that
Hades in
is
August.
yeah, Hades.